we are coming in now as the ABCs of sex education to give now the feedback as to what has happened. Thank you so much, our educators, because from what you have told us, we are satisfied that this work will continue. And we are happy that despite the challenges you have seen, you are still encouraged to go on. I want to take this time while I'm still here to say that as the ABCs of sex education, we are happy to be in Siaya. We came into Siaya when we started. Those who were there in the stakeholders meeting, you heard us say that we are knocking at the door of Siaya as the ABCs of sex education. And we knocked the door of Siaya through Rotary International and Rotary Club of Evanston Lighthouse and Rotary Club of Siaya. Hebu mwapigie makofi. Wamefanya kazi nzuri. As we know, Siaya is big. Siaya is very big. It's bigger than Busia, where I come from. And as you have noticed, we have only gone into 4 sub-counties, and in the 4 sub-counties, just small areas, isn't it? Yeah. We know that we still have much to do in order for us to go all over Siaya. So we are praying that an opening will come so that we can go deeper and deeper. Actually, when we came into Siaya, our desire was to go along the lake, those fisher folks. But we were not even able, because of the funds that we had could not allow us. So we are praying that we'll go deeper and deeper. The ABCs of sex education was hired by the Rotary Club of Siaya to implement the project of HIV reduction. And it is about behavior change. So for us to make a behavior change, we all know that it doesn't come as a snap, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Behavior change takes time. Behavior change takes long. And behavior change takes frequent reminding. Repeat. So we are still asking that we will continue through you, our educators, to continue going back where we went. Even if the doors are being shut, still keep knocking, so that we will continue. At the end of maybe 2 years or 3 years or 4 years, we are hoping to see a different sub-county where you are, isn't it? Yeah. We are hoping to see a different statistics that Beatrice is going to give us now. So we are not going away, just for your information. You see, Rotary, when they give the grant, the first thing is they want to know how they will continue it, isn't it? Yeah. And so we had, or Rotary Club of Siaya had to convince the Rotary International that this will continue. And so we are going on. We are not going away. We are working with you until we even see that we go wider and wider. We know that we have many challenges, like you have cited. And the biggest challenge I know is money. All those challenges will not be there if money was there. Like, it would not be hard to get those youth groups to sit with them if you had money to give them for sitting allowance. For example, listening allowance. All those challenges will not be there if you had money to go wherever you want to go. Because as the ABCs of sex education or as this project, we have restricted you to not go very far because you don't have that transport. But I know the spirit is willing to go far, but you have not been able. So money is our biggest challenge here. So I want to urge you to continue praying with us and believing that one day we shall get this money so that we can do all that we want. And we are grateful to Rotary International for all that they have enabled us to do and to give us what we have. The materials, the t-shirts, the bags, like you have mentioned. Asanteni sana Rotary Club of Siaya. You have enabled us to do that. And we know that we still need more materials, like if it is raining, we need raincoats, isn't it? Yes. And if it is far, we need bicycles or pikipikis, and so on. Hey, tumeona pesa, inakulatuanga. But I want to see how much faith you have to pray so that this thing, money, is not our limit anymore, isn't it? Yes. We are also grateful to the Siaya County officers from the top, because let me tell you, I have worked with the ABCs of sex education for almost 10 years now. But in the counties that we started with, we have never received letters introducing us to schools. So this problem that you are having with the schools, imagine how hard it is for us in Kakamega, in Busia, in Vihiga. Hatuna hiyo barua yenye ulipewa. What am I saying? I'm thanking so much the county Ministry of Education for allowing us to go into our schools. That letter was very important. And it is the reason why we have many or big number of the statistics that you'll see among the youths. You see, if you read the report that was released the other day, you see that HIV is bigger among the youths. And so that is our big target. That should be our target. And where are they found? The ages of 14 to 20, where are they found? The ages of 12 to 20, where are they found? And Obama has said here that we need to go even lower. That 11 is also asking. That 10 is also asking. So we find them where? In schools. And so we are requesting that the Ministry of Education, in conjunction with the Ministry of Health, please, 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 we need this access to these children without pingamizi. And access, we mean that we need to be free to teach these children about condoms. We are being restricted by the law. You cannot talk to them about this. You cannot demonstrate condoms about this. And yet, they need them. So, educators wenyewe wakisema, these children are ready. They were ready 2000. So sisi tukirestrict that hatuwezi kuwapatia condoms, hatuwezi kuwafunza condoms, we are cheating ourselves. So please, we are still knocking Ministry of Health and Ministry of Education. Hii sheria, much as we will continue crying about this pregnancy as long as we are still refusing us to go into these schools and talk about things that are real. Tunafunika. Hiyo ndio shida yetu Kenya. Tunafanya nini? Tunafunika. So tunaomba wakubwa wetu hapa mtusaidie hapo. Tuweze kufanya kazi yetu na uhuru. And with that, I also want to thank the educators for their commitment, because if it was not for their commitment, easy feedback ama hii statistics tunataka kupata haingewezekana. Asanteni sana for your commitment. Asanteni sana for your sacrifices. Asanteni sana for your love. for your community. We started with 100, or rather we trained 120. But are you 120 now? No. We have like around 100. Where are the others? They lacked that commitment, they lacked that sacrifice, they lacked that love for their community. But you, jipigie makofi. Unajua ukijipigia makofi na jipigia good. So tunashukuru sana for you, so that we continue working together. And I will say more later on when the other program will arrive of awards. For now, let me call upon our
102 educators who are still active and working towards reducing HIV in Siaya County. And these 102 are the ones that completed the training to the end. Our training was a 5 days workshop in a setting like this. And then after the 5 days, each of the educators was required to go out and do what we call practicum, or what is called in the teaching field, teaching practice. So they were required to do that and teach the 5 sections of our curriculum, just for the trainers to be sure that when we send you out, you're going to be able to deliver the information to the population as required. So 102 were able to complete that, and they're helping us with the implementation. The 102 in the 4 sub-counties have helped us reach many people in different groups or in different settings. And one of them is in primary schools. We have Bondo sub-county, they have reached 6 primary schools. Secondary schools, we have 3 again in Bondo. Community groups, 13. Church groups, 3. And out-of-group settings where we mobilize youths, maybe during school holidays. And this will also include those that are not in school, and they come together and are taught. So they've been able to reach all those groups. And so in total, the primary schools that we've been able to reach in the 4 sub-counties are 25. You can see the table on the top right. We have reached 7 secondary schools, 26 community groups, 6 church groups, and 49 out-of-school settings. For example, the outreaches we've had, and other settings that are not within the schools. And then we have had other 19 groups like border groups, like barazas, all those fall in that category. So in total, we have reached 132 categories of people. Isn't that good? So clap for yourself. And then in terms of the total number of groups per sub-county, Bondo we've had is our last born, but they've managed to reach the highest number of groups, followed by Gem, which is the second last born, Ugunja, and then Alego Usonga. I don't know what was going on. Last born, wanakuja wanakuwa wa kwanza. Clap for yourself. Everybody has done a good job, and we really appreciate. This is basically explaining the table and the graph you've seen up there. And in some schools and some out-of-school settings, we managed to do some behavior change surveys, some true-false knowledge tests. And I can tell you there is a lot of gaps in terms of knowledge among the youth. Hawajui mambo mengi ambayo wanahitaji kujua. And those that have information, it is either inaccurate or what? Mixed. So there are so many myths and misconceptions. And these are the things that we are trying to help these people or these young people get to understand. So the myths that they have about HIV are the ones that will lead them to engaging in risky sexual behavior, not knowing And then in some schools, there is a lot of dropout of school from among girls. And in one particular school, which I'll not mention, the GNC teacher, or the guidance and counseling teacher, said last year they had 10 girls dropping out of school, not counting those that stayed in school. That is significant, isn't it? So if we are going to deal with teenage pregnancy, we really need to reach out to these youths, and we really appreciate the support by the Ministry of Education by giving us the letters that are allowing us to get into schools. But still, because of the tight school schedules, we have not been able to get into as many schools as we would want. But we hope as we go on, because we are not ending the program, we are going to get into more schools, and this is going to be dealt with. Next, we look at the numbers that we have reached, disaggregated by age, and also we are going to see males and females individually. In Bondo, first of all, our target group was young people, both in school and out of school. Okay? Kenya tunasemanga youths wanafika up to 35, sindio? But WHO has its own definition of youth or adolescents. But if we go by the Kenyan definition, from age 14 up to age 35, you can see the numbers we've reached. So we've managed to reach the target population. Yes. And we really appreciate the fact that we have gone into schools and those out of school settings, because that's where we were able to get the youths. And you can see Bondo again is leading with the numbers, followed by Gem, followed by Ugunja and Alego Usonga. But everyone has done a good job. So clap for yourselves again. The total numbers we've reached is 8,000 so far, and that is as at the end of June. So as we go on and on, I believe you're going to reach almost the entire of Siaya County. Cindy, see, we are optimistic. Good. That is just a graph of what the table you've seen above. So do I need to explain that? Not really. And we see, sorry. You see the males? In most cases, even in schools, you find males are fewer than females. So even in our numbers here, males are fewer, but still we appreciate the fact that we have been able to reach those that we were able to reach, and those that have gotten information, we believe they are going to share with their peers. So those are the numbers we've reached in each of the sub-county. Again, the target group is where we have the highest numbers. Age 14 and below, we have 1580. 15 to 19, we have 1,281. I'm reading the totals. And then 20 to 24, we have 246. And in terms of the sub-counties, Bondo is leading, Gem, Lego Usonga, and Ugunja. Females, the same is the situation. Our target population, we have done very well. Age 14 and below, we have almost 2,000 that we've been able to reach. 15 to 19, we have 1,755, and the others, as you can see in that graph. Again, Bondo leading with the numbers. There's a mix-up. Ugunja comes after Gem, but that is the total we have reached for the females, 4,701. The other thing that was an objective for us was to encourage the population to get tested to know their HIV status. And during the outreaches that we had, the out-of-school sessions, we had in one, I think in Gunja, we had the HTS service provider with us, and she managed to test 25 adolescents between 15 and 24, adolescents and young adults. And